controversy, opinion, point of view. This is Prime News.
Welcome back to Prime News. I'm Vinnie Politan. When I say the word perfection, what comes to your mind? When I think of perfection, the first thing that jumps in my mind, I don't know why, because I was a kid watching the Olympics, is remember Nadia Comaneci with her perfect 10, the Romanian gymnast? That's what comes to mind. Also, maybe a Michael Jordan dunk could be a perfect 10 in a dunking contest. Those are some of the things that come to mind. But tonight, I want to tell you about true perfection, right? In the game of baseball, you've heard of a perfect game, right? Well, take a look at this 12-year-old pitcher, okay? Take a look at him. There he is. This kid throws some heat. Now, this kid doesn't just, whoa, man, he throws hard. He didn't just throw a no-hitter. He didn't just throw a perfect game. He struck out every batter he faced, something that no major leaguer and no one else I ever heard of has ever done. And guess who's joining me tonight? The 12-year-old star pitcher from Seattle, Jacob Terao, and his dad, Mark. Great to see you both.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
All right, Jacob, this is unbelievable. Now, you're on the mound. Do you know what you're doing as you're doing it? Are you keeping track? Hey, I struck out on everybody I've faced.
Well, near the beginning, it's a normal day on the field, just pitching, having fun with my teammates. But when I first figured it out, it was around the third inning.
Around the third inning. And Mark, now, you're his dad, you're at the game, but you didn't videotape this, you know, like by like the fourth inning or so?
No. See, I'm the manager of the team in the dugout, and we're not allowed to have any electronic devices in the dugout.
Yikes.
But then as the game went on, getting to the sixth inning, when we noticed that this probably has a possibility of happening, I was going to yell out to one of the parents to say, hey, can you take a picture or do something? But then I didn't want to jinx him as well. So I said, you know what, I better just sit
Zip
back
it up.
and
Yeah, that's
enjoy
like the great superstition
right.
of baseball, right? You don't talk about it, you don't mention it, because magic is happening. Well, here's the good news, Jacob, and the good news, Dad, is that we were able, through the powers that we have, get a copy of the play-by-play of that game and the ending of that game. Take a look, take a listen.
Holy cow, the crowd at Barnes Plainfield in West Seattle on its feet. And how about that? 12-year-old Jacob Terao on the mound for the Rays. And my oh my, 17 batters up, 17 batters down. He struck them all out so far, folks. Just one batter left. Jacob wipes his brow, takes the sign from catcher Kyle Stalker. Here's the windup, the pitch. Strike three! He's done it! Jacob Terao has pitched a perfect game. 18 batters, 18 strikeouts. An absolute masterpiece. A falls-in perfect game over the West Side Little League Braves. The Rays win, and it's a big wow for Terao.
There you go, Jacob. We got it. We got it on tape for you, so it's official.
That's incredible.
That's pretty cool.
Jacob, this is amazing. Now, I have a son who plays. I've been coaching him just like your dad's coaching you. Explain to me what this moment is like. What does it mean to a 12-year-old who has done what no major league pitcher has ever done?
It's a really good feeling for a little league pitcher because it's one of the biggest goals for a pitcher to do their whole life is to get up there, pitch that perfect game, have nobody get on base, and then have that great feeling after the game with your teammates and your fans and your family just all with you celebrating. It's so fun.
Now, Mark, what does it feel like to be the manager? First of all, it's great to coach your son, isn't that? It's like I never thought I could have more fun coaching than playing, but coaching your son has to be an amazing experience. But how about sharing this with your son, Mark?
Well, you hit it right on the head. I mean, I've been coaching him in baseball since he was 6, but I also coached him with soccer and basketball. But something about baseball, when you're sitting with your son in the dugout, it's the only sport where you can coach your son, where you have time to sit there and really enjoy each other's company. Soccer and basketball, you're yelling, it's fluid, everything's always moving fast. Whereas baseball, you're sitting back and enjoying the day, and you have your arm around your son in the dugout, just watching the game and coaching. It's nothing like it. And for him to do something like this, I'm just so happy for him. You know, it's a great achievement for him. But, you know, he had his teammates behind him, too. The team was great. The team that we played against, which made it even more fun, was friends of his and mine. that they had going, because originally I was only going to pitch him 35 pitches. That day,
Right. I know Little League has all those rules, but you couldn't take them out, Coach.
Right, but he, he's pitched 35. Where he was pitching against another friend of his, Cameron Pasquette, on the other team, who was also pitching very well that game. And so they were kind of having fun with each other too. Yeah. So it was kind of, I said, you know what, Jake, how you feeling? His arm felt good. He wanted to pitch. I said, okay, let's keep going. So him and Cam had a good game going on together. So it was a lot of fun just watching him do that.
All right, tell me what you're throwing, Jacob. Are you just throwing a two-seamer, four-seamer? You got a change-up? What are you doing out there on the mound?
Well, I throw a four-seamer, two-seamer, and a change-up. I don't really like to throw any movement because my heater's pretty good, so I stick with that.
Yeah, pretty good. That's putting it mildly, Mark. Mark, have you put the radar gun on him? How hard is Jacob throwing?
You know what? We never have done that. One, I don't have a radar gun. Another thing is, like, you know what? I just want him to, right now at this age, just pitch. If he starts thinking about how fast he's going, I don't want him to try to pitch faster and have a chance to overthrow his arm out. So I'm trying to be careful with that. Just let him have fun out there with his friends and do the best he can. And just enjoy this moment.
Hey, Jacob, let me tell you something. Not only do you have an incredible father, but you've got an incredible coach. He knows exactly what he's doing. How about this, Jacob? You play in the official Little League, so this is the World Series that we see on television. You guys gearing up for that? What do you think? Can you make a run?
Maybe. It depends on how our players grow through the season with the new people who came up through the majors. I think that our league does have a chance to go far because we have a lot of good kids this year.
And you know what, Mark? I'm going to take a guess on this one, but I think I'm going to be right. I bet Jacob's a great student in school, too.
Yes.
Uh-oh. Of course.
Yeah, he is. He's a good student. I still need him to work on that perfect, great report card, though.
Exactly. You get the perfect report card, Dad's going to be even happier.
That's right.
Well, this is fantastic, Mark. Thanks so much for spending time with us, and good luck the rest of the season. I know you're going to do very well, Jacob, because you got a great dad, a great coach, and I'm so glad you two guys were able to share that moment together. And if you're ever in Georgia,
thanks for having us on, too. Appreciate it.
Listen, if you're ever in Georgia on the weekend, you are welcome to pitch on my son's team. We could always use a big right-hander. He is a 13-year-old, but I'm watching you pitch. You're not going to have any problems, Jacob. So if you're ever in Georgia, look me up, all right? Thanks so much, guys. Great to meet you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.